I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey guys, hey AfterBuzzers. Welcome to the Baker and the Beauty finale. Finally, we are here. I'm your host, Chelsea Overrocker, and we have a full panel today. We have Zach Weinberg.
Hi, I'm so excited to finally be back with you guys and hear what your thoughts were on the final episode.
I know, I'm so glad we finally get to talk about it, and you look fashionable in your shirt today.
Thank you.
I love it. And then we have Miss Haley Matthews.
Hey guys.
Hey Haley.
This episode made my heart just filled with joy. It filled
It was great. And it was great how they split into two parts too. So I can't wait to get into it. And then last but not least, we have Amir Yaz.
Hi, y'all. And I love all you guys already in the chat. Hi, Billie Jean Girl, Sam Beepin, and who else? That's the two of them in the chat. They're very excited and they're sad that the show's canceled.
I know. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later. But thank you guys so much for joining us in the chat room. And if you're a podcast listener and want to join in, simply go to AfterBuzzTV.com, select the Baker and the Beauty After Show, and join on in. Okay, for the finale, we're going to be breaking it up. Natalie finally has her quinceañera, which we've been waiting for, and she uses this opportunity to get Daniel back with Noa, have her parents stop fighting, and help Mateo get his confidence back with his music and ask him to be the DJ. And then Mateo and Vanessa's relationship has definitely escalated, and they realize they have feelings for each other, but Vanessa is still hurt after Mateo tried to ruin her relationship with the producer. And Noa and Daniel's relationship has been up and down throughout the finale, but Daniel finally realizes that he and Noa belong together with the help of Luis. And then we have our special segment with Haley. She'll be talking about how the cast members have been supporting Black Lives Matter. And then with news and gossip with Zach, yes, Amir did mention that the finale did get canceled. So we will go ahead and discuss that. We're really sad. But quickly, before we get into today's finale, we just want to say AfterBuzz TV has been dark for the last couple of weeks, standing in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, which I appreciate as a host, and I connect with this on a personal level as well. I am biracial, and I had this opportunity to share my voice and my own experience growing up. When I was younger, I got made fun of for having two races and that I wouldn't act Black enough. So I highly encourage you all to take this time to educate yourself. And I'm also learning through other Black people who aren't biracial, and they have been sharing their stories with me. So again, really take this time to listen, learn, and reflect on how we all could do better. And I know Haley has her own personal experiences being a mixed woman as well.
Yeah, I think now is the time to really educate yourself if you have not had the opportunity to do so previously, especially with our education system. We don't learn a lot about Black history.
Mm-hmm.
This has been I've learned so much, especially from women that may be a little darker than me. I've learned so much in that arena. I think we all go through stuff, but we really need to learn that there are people that go through way more than us, and that's okay. To take a seat and listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And I really just want to encourage everyone to just do your part in any way you feel comfortable doing it, whether it's just kind of signing petitions, protesting, donating, just listening and learning. I think just do your part, try and do something, and just remember, we are all people, we are all human, whether we're blue, Black, gray, pink, or purple. We're all human beings, and we all deserve to be treated, equally.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And if you want to learn and have a little laugh, Amanda Seals is a great way to learn.
Love her.
She is amazing. She's a podcast. She has a comedy special. Her Instagram, she constantly posts on it, and I learned so much just from her.
She's wonderful.
So check her
she
out.
actually left the reel as well.
I know.
Because they weren't kind of giving her
voice. She still keeps it real, though. She still keeps it real, but she left the real.
True.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, just take this time. I think you guys all said it perfectly. Just educate, learn, reflect. Because I'm even learning myself, and it's great that we are able to share our voices as well too, because this is just a very difficult time for all of us, and I'm learning through the other host their experiences and what they've been through. So again, I just reach out to a friend, have a really good discussion. That's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. And yeah, listen to podcasts. Netflix, they have some great documentaries too that I've been watching as well. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and let's get into our finale. We're going to be breaking this up into 2 parts. So the first half, we'll do Natalie's quinceañera. So she wants to use this party for the chance for her to fix her family. She wants to get Noah and Daniel back together, and then Rafael and Mari to stop fighting. And she wants to boost Mateo's confidence as well. But unfortunately, the bakery has to go through renovations, and they have to cancel the party in order to fix the bakery. So that's when Natalie decides to turn to Noah to get help. So that's how she's going to get back in the scene. And even Lewis was just concerned with Noah too, because she has been taking care of him, which he appreciates, but he knows her so well that she's covering her feelings up for Daniel by just trying to stay busy too. So he even says, maybe you need to give him a call. And I like how that's when Natalie hops the fence. And then Lewis is like, that's a sign. But as soon as Noah comes over and says that she's going to help with the expenses, Raphael's not happy, of course. Marty's ecstatic because she just wants this party for her daughter. But Daniel, of course, is on edge. And how would you guys feel after you break up with someone and then they come back into your life and they're helping you with their little sister's birthday party? Would you be accepting to it, or would you kind of be on edge as well, like how Daniel is feeling?
I'd be mad,
Yeah,
but
I
I
mean,
would
yeah.
suck it up for the greater good.
I agree. And I think that's what he was doing too. He just said, okay, this is a little weird, but this is important to Natalie, so I'm going to make the best of it. But I do like how they finally tied in the third wish, because the whole entire season we were thinking, when is Noah going to bring up the third wish? And that's when she says, okay, well, this is it. But then we really get to see Daniel and Noah's relationship open up, because he confides in her with his parents fighting. And then Noah just says people make mistakes and they say things they don't mean. But I really think that's when she was referring to them too. So you still see that spark. And it goes back to when Noah's helping him with the final touches of the cake. It reminds me how it was their first night that they spent together when they were baking.
Yeah, I'm glad that Noah like paid for the party. I mean, the Garcias really like wanted to have this party for Natalie. Obviously, they couldn't afford it. I completely understand why Rafael was a little bit stubborn about it at first and hesitant. You know, as he said, this isn't a charity case, but you know, there is some perks to dating Noah Hamilton, and like, it kind of was just like, why not? Like, let her pay for the party. She wants to make it beautiful for Natalie. She has genuine intentions in doing it. So I'm really glad with the whole way the party worked out. And didn't Natalie's dress, like, she looked so good, right?
looks
So
amazing.
pretty. Yeah, because we were wondering, and I like how she did the half black, half pink. So it kind
Really
of shows
cute.
a little bit with her mom, but then also her personality too.
Yes. I just wish that it was Lady Gaga's new song, Rain on Me, instead of Stupid Love, because that song, Rain on Me,
Yes.
would
Oh
have been
my
so
god.
perfect.
Oh, it would be
Yeah.
so good for this
Oh my
episode.
god.
Yes,
I
and
love that song.
agree.
Rain on
But
me.
I do agree with you, Zach, though, that with Noah being part of the birthday party, it does help the family out, because that gets the producer to want to come to the party to watch Mateo play, because Vanessa still is pushing him and wants him to pursue that for a career. So it's funny because Mateo gets nervous when he tells Vanessa, by the way, Noah's going to be at the party. She's helping paying for it. Instead of her getting upset, she uses that as leverage. So I could definitely tell that she's that businesswoman in mind. But then the producer saying, well, if you will be my date, then I will go to the party. And do you guys like the producer and Vanessa together? Are we fans of a fan for the relationship, or not really?
I don't like the producer at all. And let this
I think he's cute.
be a
She's
really
cute.
like, let this be a lesson to everyone. Like, just because one person tells you that you are not good enough or talented enough that does not mean anything.
Yes.
Like, Mateo is so talented, and that producer is like an ass. So who cares?
Yeah.
Well, it just makes me question his credibility because beforehand he's like, no, you're not any good. And then now that Vanessa's in the picture, he's like,
Mhm.
hey, you have some talent. I see where you're coming from.
I
So,
wonder what he sounded like on the actual demo. Because some people do sound pretty rank, like in like the studio
It's true.
recording.
It's true.
And then when you
It's
see them live,
true.
you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good
Something to
point.
you.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. I don't know, but I thought that was kind of, I was just thinking, does the producer really want to help Mateo out, or is he just doing it just for a favor because he's interested in Vanessa?
I think he's doing it
that's
as a
what it is.
favor.
I think so too.
Because that last song at the end, I was like, there's no way you liked that song.
He
I'm so sorry.
real.
Like, there's no
Stop
way.
it.
There's just no way no one can like that song.
I mean,
I
He
didn't
was-
mind the song, but I do know what she means. Like, it wasn't like
Yeah.
a radio bop. It was a little cringy. And you know, and Billie Jean Girl is funny. The Mateo and Vanessa ship sailed and sank all at the same
oh
time.
my God.
And she
you're
goes on to
reminding
say-
me.
Episode.
And then Daniel is an idiot, so she's like coming for people.
I mean, either way,
Yes.
that party looked fun. Like, either
Oh my
way.
God.
Did.
That
Oh,
was-
it looked like a great.
I'm
Yeah, that
so
was
angry I
just-
wasn't invited.
Me
I'm
too.
so
I
I
know.
know, same. Oh,
I was like, why weren't we there? But no, they
I
did a
don't
really
know.
good job. I didn't even think like it would be behind the bakery.
That was
where
I mean,
the,
it seems like
the lobby's gonna
everything
be.
everything is behind the bakery, like with this show. Like, that bakery is just incorporated into everything.
Yeah,
But,
the
like-
That was a huge
escape
party. I was like,
routes,
how
Yeah.
did we
everything.
hmm But when Vanessa met Noah in the bathroom, I was just like, were you about to say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna say, like, she is so mature. Like, she really has evolved from the first episode when she like threw the
Mhm.
soup at him. Like, what were you gonna say, Chelsea? Because I'm curious.
I was just gonna say I loved how they were talking in the bathroom and Vanessa thanks Noah because Daniel
Mhm.
never looked at her
Yeah.
the way that he looks at Noah. It's like, yes. Like that is a really good part of her. Like what you said, Zach, we see this character evolve from
Mhm.
throwing soup to now saying, thank you, next.
That made
Um,
me so angry though, because how do you not see how Mateo looks at you? He looks at
I know.
like I was like, how are you blind?
Well, I think he needed to have that closure with Noah in a weird way so that he can officially like close the chapter with Daniel. Like, Vanessa
Mhm.
had to meet Noah. So now after that, I feel like she was able to kind of like get to know Mateo on a different level, or just look at him in a different way, or just like accept the fact that like her and Mateo have chemistry, and
They
we've
for
all
sure got
seen
to know each other on a different level. So
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they definitely did. And then I do like how Vanessa and Daniel, how their relationship evolved too, where she's at the party and Daniel's still hesitant on if he should approach Noah, if they should get back together. And she's just saying, coming from a woman's perspective, there's no way that a woman would do all of this for your little sister if there were no feelings there. So I thought that was really good how Vanessa was able to tell Noah, go after Daniel because he looks at you in a special way. And then Vanessa telling Daniel, what are you doing? You need to go approach her. So that shows a lot of maturity with the character. But Mateo was jealous of the producer because the whole time he's thinking, okay, Vanessa and the producer are just close because they're trying to help me out with my career. But then when Daniel tells Mateo, no, them two are an item, they're together, that's when he does a complete switch. And oh, Mateo, but he tells the producer, go ahead and Google Vanessa and put in unhinged woman spills soup.
I'm
was
surprised
bad.
since he didn't already Google her before.
Yeah, you would think you would have Googled her.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna work with her and she's someone's manager, like I know that I would have done that, but I just felt like that was so just like not smart because you know he's gonna tell her like Daniel told me. Like it was such a bad move. I was like, and he knew he messed it up right when he said it. He was like, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Mateo, but I did not
When
appreciate
they
him
were
doing that.
dancing, he was like, nothing is happening there. I was like, they're legit up against each other.
Yeah.
Like Jesus is not in between them. So I don't know what you think's happening.
And then I think when Daniel put that nugget in his mind saying, no, Vanessa and the producer are here together, that's when he cuts the dancing. So them two are stopping. He's like, okay, Natalie, it's your moment here. So he played it, but quickly, Natalie and Amy, so cute, where they shared their dance together in front of the families. And you could tell Amy was a little nervous, wasn't quite sure how their family would react. But Natalie was like, no, this is my party. I want to share this moment with you.
And she was on the family lineup, so I really liked that as well. I thought that was very, very sweet. Quickly, Billie Jean Girl said Vanessa is in total denial for her feelings for Mateo. I kind of agree because later, you know, like there's the confrontation. So if you don't care about someone, you don't really go out of your way to make them feel bad. So yeah, I like that Billie Jean said that. But Amy and really Natalie are super cute. Super cute.
They're the cutest.
And perfect timing, like with Pride Month and like everything. Like this was a great scene.
Really great scene. Yeah, I love them together. Power couple. I think they're the youngest, but the more mature couple that we've seen on this whole entire season. Yeah, very grounded.
Like, their relationship is just like them too. I feel like the other relationships have so many people like involved in it, and it's like so much mixing and meddling. So that's why they're the most mature. And
they are teens, though. Something will happen.
Oh yeah.
I know. Drama has to happen.
They're teenage girls.
Yeah, true. Exactly. There's gonna be drama.
There's gonna be drama with them. But then with Natalie, that's when she really wants her parents to get together. Well, to stop fighting. And she shows them this slideshow of all of their photos that they were together when they were young. And Rafael just leaves the party and Marty follows. And I thought that was such a sweet moment where Rafael's saying he's afraid that the bakery won't be the same after they reopen. And I really like how Marty assures him saying, you know what, we'll get through this together. And that means everything to me. So it doesn't matter if he fails at this, just them getting through life together is why they're married and they have this amazing relationship. And she just had to reassure him. So I thought that was a sweet moment between them two because they've been on and off for the last couple of episodes. So I thought that was a great way to kind of tie their relationship for the finale.
Well, I think there was just so much going on with all the kids and they had such difference of opinions on a lot of different situations. So they kind of lost track of like the fact that they are this strong couple. So, I mean, it was awesome to see them kind of just like finally come together. They've been at odds a little bit and I think they're a lot stronger together and I love them as a couple.
I love them too, Zach, but I think they came together a little too much. Like, were they having sex and she put on the headphones? That was too far for me. I was like, if my parents were having sex, I would not put headphones on. They are not your roommate.
They're passionate. They are passionately in love.
I would leave so quickly. It wouldn't even. Oh my God.
I would not put on headphones and be like, my parents are having sex. Like,
just the thought of that makes me
They're a very open family.
That's too open for me.
A little bit.
That's when I'm out of the house, going for a drive. I don't need to.
I need church, honey. I'm like, that's not for me. That is not for me. No.
But another couple that I do like is Lewis and Trevor. I'm so glad that they brought Trevor back. We've been wanting that. And he was really upfront about his cancer. And then Trevor said, well, I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm willing to give this a try.
And they love each other. They really like each other. So I'm in for this relationship.
I'm here for it. It's cute.
But it is cute. Another relationship that I am aiming for, but still kind of up and down is Vanessa and Mateo. I have to say that was one of the best endings for the first half going into the second half where Mateo, it's like reversed where now Vanessa doesn't feel confident in what she's doing with the house. And then now he's the one boosting her confidence saying, just flip the house. And then she starts having all these ideas and he's thinking, oh, I thought we were going to kiss. And she plays him too because she's like, you cannot leave yet. I am not done talking to you. And then boom, they kiss. And then boom, they sleep together. And it just happens right together.
I loved it so much.
I even loved
when she closed the door, oh my gosh, I was like, yes.
I loved it too, like just like the secrecy in it. And then when Daniel came the next morning and like she had to like cover up, that was so funny. Like she did a good job.
Well, let's get into. I cannot wait to talk about Vanessa and Daniel, and then he walks into the house and is wondering what's going on. But quickly, Amir here has a special message from our fans.
I do. Thank you, everyone in the live chat. Amon Goins, Billie Jean Girl, Terrence, Harris Hughes, and Sam Beepone. Thank you for being in the chat. I love you guys. AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. We're really at the front lines as this BLM movement really picks up. And I think this episode with Pride, this being Pride Month as well, I've seen a lot of queer people posting that BLM movement has ruined Pride. My response to that is do your research, Canny, because if you look at it, without Black trans women at the front lines, Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, they were at the front line, honey, rioting, protesting against police brutality in 1960s in front of Stonewall, which is where the Pride movement started. There would be no Pride without Black people. Let me say it one more time for the cheap seats. There would be no Pride without Black people. So I want to make that very clear for all you people that are DMing me that my posts are ruining Pride. Unfollow. Thank you, and I love you all. And AfterBuzz is so excited to, really highlight Black voices, Black creatives during this time and forever. When and if this movement stops, connecting and creating and empowering people of color is always at the top of the docket.
Yeah, and I just
So
want to
I'm
say,
off my soapbox.
I was at the Pride protest the other day, and I want to say the Black trans ladies that were on top of the car twerking, they made the Pride. They made it amazing. So we're definitely here for all trans lives matter.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Amir and Zach, for that message. Good read.
Thank
let's talk about Vanessa and Daniel. These are just, if I had to choose any moment between Vanessa and Daniel, I think this one still outrules when she spills soup on him, because I love how Daniel shows up and he's like, isn't that the same dress that you're in from last night?
Yeah.
Also, Daniel, why does he feel so comfortable to go to her about everything? I'm like, didn't you embarrass her in front of like 1 million views on YouTube?
Daniel doesn't think.
Like, what?
Daniel doesn't think. Everything goes over his head.
Yeah,
he's kind of not the smartest, and I think he leans on her, but that's kind of messed up. Especially if you hurt this woman, you've embarrassed her, and then you keep leaning on her, and she's so kind that she keeps doing it, because I think on some level there's always going to be love between them. But part of me hoped that at the end he would go back to Vanessa. I've never really liked Noah, so I don't know. I just kind of hope that he would.
I've never liked you either, though. I just think Mateo was better for
Vanessa.
More Mateo and Vanessa.
Vanessa can't go back to Daniel now that she's officially dating Mateo. She can't flip flop brothers.
No.
She made that.
There's no way, and especially because Daniel didn't at the time know it was Mateo that Vanessa was with. But I love how he says, "I'll let you get to it." I mean, get to it. But the part where he was just stuttering, I was like, "Oh, Daniel."
Yeah,
I'm like, Daniel, just go away.
We are not gonna have the brothers, and we're not gonna date both of them.
Oh my god!
What's wrong with dating brothers?
Wait,
is that bad?
Did you say One Tree Hill, Haley?
This is not One Tree Hill.
I love One Tree Hill. Okay, bye.
Me too. One Tree Hill is a good one. But is it bad to date brothers? I mean, if it's not together, if it's separate, you've dated one, and because I've dated brothers separately.
Oh my god!
But when you go back to back,
and you're so close to the family, you can't do that.
I love One Tree Hill too. Please, no one attack me for the One Tree Hill reference, because
I'm not attacking you. I love it.
Oh, I'm talking to the viewers. One Tree Hill stands are real.
They are real.
Powerful.
They are. They have some good life lessons too. So, all right. I see, but yeah, no way that Vanessa could ever go back with Daniel, and I wouldn't want it for her either. She stepped up. You see more of a connection with her, Mateo, anyways.
Absolutely. I have good tea in the live chat. So Amoni Goins is making a really great connection, and we're gonna get to this, obviously the airport scene, but I'll lose it if I don't say it now. Does anybody remember the first episode where they were baking? Remember, with the flour, and then Daniel said that she was fearless, and then that's why she saw it on the magazine saying fearless. So that's why she left the plane. I was like, didn't notice
Oh.
that.
Realize
That
that.
made me like it so much better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
I
okay,
didn't
so they
realize.
really thought that out. Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
They're
That's
good in the
great.
live chat. These AfterBuzzers are like, they know
They
what's up.
have it.
Oh, okay.
But I like though, because finally when Mateo does confront Daniel about Vanessa, and it comes out in a way that they weren't hoping that it would come out,
my God,
because
that
he
scene.
accidentally drops the phone in the bakery truck, and Vanessa is pissed because she finds out what Mateo did, what Mateo told her about for the producer.
Mhm.
And then she just admitted they had sex on the speaker, and Lewis and Daniel just look at each other, and Mateo's like, no.
I'm so
That
glad
was
that
so
Lewis
funny.
was there. I'm so glad Lewis was there to give like commentary, because that was just so awkward and funny. Like, but I feel like they needed that like brotherly moment. Like they had to have that in order for like Mateo to even like continue to pursue Vanessa. But it was just so cringy the way it all
Aren't
worked
they
out.
Eskimo brothers now? Is that
Yeah,
what
they
it's called?
officially are Eskimo brothers.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's what it's called.
Yeah, they
Well,
are.
with Mateo, though, you could tell he does definitely love Vanessa, because Daniel said she's been hurt before by me. You
By
want to
me.
make sure that you really like her. And Mateo says, it's like gravity when I fall towards her. And
That was
like,
so cute.
oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, Haley, you made a One Tree Hill reference. I'm gonna make this reference. As soon as I heard that, I thought of Twilight for some reason.
What?
Oh my
So
God.
true. I agree. I read
did.
all those books. I saw all the movies. I
Oh
stand
my
with it.
god.
I stand with
So I'm putting myself out there on blast too. But
Love it.
anyway.
I'm here for it.
But I love how Daniel rents Mateo a scooter. He's like, go fight for Vanessa.
Oh my God.
Um,
He
that's
got,
the
so
worst.
he got him a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bird.
he got him the bird. Then your heart just breaks because Mateo plays, which I like this song. He plays her
sorry.
a song. You didn't like it, Haley?
I liked it. It was just so cringy.
I didn't like the song. Cringy.
It was
I
cringy,
didn't.
but it was
I would. I
cute.
listen.
It.
I would not plug in my headphones and jam out to it.
It was
Okay.
so cute.
It was.
was
I would
cute,
close
cute.
the door. I would close the door. I'd be like, good night.
Oh, if somebody sang it to me and made a song about me, I'd be flattered
Yes.
either way. It doesn't have to be
Yes,
good.
yes.
Same. If you're gonna
Thank you.
serenade me,
It
you have
doesn't
my
have
heart.
to be good. Yeah.
No, if you serenade me, I'm done. Like I'm out. Can't
Oh
do
my
it.
Amir
God.
has
Ooh.
standards.
He has standards.
No,
But
I really don't. But I just the singing. It's the singing. I can't do the singing.
Oh my
okay,
God.
no singing. You'll just take chocolates and roses.
I'll take whatever you give me. Let's be
That
honest.
care
But
package.
yes, anything you give me, I'll take. Anything free. But I love that the producer kind of didn't realize like what was going on between them, and I love a character like that because he was like, "What's up? Come into the studio." I'm like, and Mateo had like tears in his eyes, and he's like, "Just come to the studio. Let's re-record. Okay, bye." Like I'm with her. Like I'm in her apartment. Like
Because he's so like not insecure about himself, he didn't even like
Not at all.
realize,
No,
which
he
I
didn't
kind of
realize.
like.
He didn't
Where's
even.
the roommate? What happened to the roommate?
What
though?
happened to
I
the
love
whole
the
roommate?
roommate.
Okay, I thought that was just her friend though, not her roommate. Were
It
they
was
Like, it was
roommates?
her roommate. Oh, okay.
Oh.
thought
Well,
it
why
was
was
her
she
roommate,
cleaning
too.
up the wine though? She was cleaning up all the wine on the wall. Remember when Vanessa threw the wine against the wall? She was cleaning the wine.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Yes,
she's just a really
okay.
good friend.
maybe
That's
she's a
cleaning
good
up-
friend.
A very
Alright,
good friend.
alright.
Or maybe she just wasn't home like whenever Mateo came over. I don't know.
All the multiple times.
She's just like never home. Maybe she moved out and like dated like a Garcia cousin or something. Who knows?
Okay.
Ooh, I want to see that Garcia cousin. Probably sexy.
Yeah.
Yes, we would like to see him too. But
Yes.
yeah, my heart did break when you get to see Mateo's face drop when
I was
Vanessa
so
opens
angry.
up the door and the producer's there. And you're right, he doesn't even realize there's a connection. He doesn't even question why Mateo's over there that late playing her this song. So he just said, "Hey, cool, see you in the studio on Monday." But
Yeah, he's either
That's
really
that.
stupid or just like super confident.
Or maybe
Yeah.
nothing happened between them, and Vanessa was just kind of meeting with him in her apartment. It was very platonic, but she was kind of
got
like
it.
trying to make Mateo be like, "You messed up." Like, you know, I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen
Oh,
them?
for
Have
sure.
you seen how good looking they both are?
I mean, would I sleep with both of them? Yes. But like, that's me. So I like, but like, it's neither here nor there. But like, they're both gorgeous. But I just wonder if she was still playing because she doesn't seem like the kind of girl that would just like sleep with a guy on the first date. I didn't get that vibe from her.
Oh,
Neither did I.
yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
We'll see what happens. But quickly with Daniel and Noa. So in the first half, Noa is confronting Daniel. They want to get back. She wants to get back together with him. He's saying, I like the normal life and you're going off for 3 months to film your movie. Let's just keep it the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then when Daniel gets an opportunity with Thomas Gold, who we met a couple episodes back, he works with the Miami Journal. He offers Mateo an opportunity where he can start posting his cooking videos online. And Daniel's thinking, well, my life is going to change anyways. It's not really going to be normal after I take this gig. So after talking to Mateo, where he says, when you find the right woman, makes you walk a little taller, makes you feel like anything is possible. Oh, Mateo and his speeches. That's when Daniel said, let me go get Noa. And Noa, of course, is being hard on her staff. She's just even being rude to poor Louise. I felt so bad for that.
No, you can say it, Chelsea. She was a bitch.
I know. Yeah, she was just awful. Okay.
They already said it in the live chat.
They did.
Oh, they did?
The live chat, they're like, she's a bitch. So
Okay, yeah, she just was in just the way she even dresses and just was handling herself. This was a whole new Noa.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's the Colin influence. Like, even though nothing's happening between them, like, I think something about his energy and like she started to kind of inhabit like, you know, the way her dad is, etc. I think that's what happened.
Well, I think that's why she needs to be with Daniel, because Daniel really brought out the best version of her.
That
So
ex-boyfriend, though, let me tell
Yes.
you, was so good looking.
Yeah,
He's good looking too. Yeah, he is.
Oh, Billie Jean girl dragged Vanessa real quick. Vanessa slept with Mateo after one kiss. She could be someone who sleeps with someone on a first date, but they knew each other. They had history. So
I thought of that too, but then I was like,
They were not drunk
They know
either.
each other.
they weren't drunk.
Not
Are you sure?
Wait, they were drunk, I thought.
They were
No.
definitely drunk.
They were drinking
So
and quickly they had sex. Like, it wasn't like, that was in the spam of like
Haley,
5.
were you there, girl? You were there.
she's like, let me give you the rundown.
Haley was like, I was
they
the
had
next
an
door neighbor.
apple
I was
But
looking out the
wasn't that-
window.
But wasn't that so cute how they woke up together? Like you could tell, like it just wasn't
On
like
that
a one night
cramped couch.
stand.
With his
Whatever.
necklace on, he was wearing that necklace. I was like, take the necklace off. I can't.
Oh my god. The sisters' reaction to them sleeping together is my favorite part of the
God,
whole.
yeah.
Oh
Natalie.
gosh. Oh, Natalie. She's
Because
like,
that's so how I would react. I'd be like, oh my god.
yeah. But then she
Disgusting.
said, okay, you need, but she did say, you and Vanessa make more sense. So
Yeah.
figure
Just
it
go for
out.
sure.
Go for it. Yeah. So wisdom of Natalie. But
Natalie's the smartest one on the show. Like
she
sure.
really is. She is.
She really is.
But then it was interesting though, going back to Colin, how he told, I thought for a moment Noa and Colin were going to get together, but he said, no, take this time, go off for 3 months, get away from this town and just find yourself again. So I thought that was kind of good advice because Noa feels completely lost. She's heartbroken. And then at that time, she didn't realize that Daniel didn't want her back. But of course, the timing of the show, as soon as Noa and Colin hug, when they say their goodbyes, that's when Daniel comes and he's assuming that they are together.
I hate that. Oh
Mm.
my gosh. I feel like TV shows do that a lot. And I'm like, what
All
does
the
a hug
time.
mean? A hug could mean anything.
I
Were they
It could
know.
mean
kissing?
anything.
No, they weren't. So
Do you guys feel like Daniel should have, instead of just walking away, maybe confronted Noah as soon as Colin left then?
Yes.
And just,
Yes.
instead of just
Yeah, but
waiting
he
till the
didn't-
last minute?
He didn't really know what was going on. Like, he kind of
but
thought
that's why he
moved
should have
on.
followed through though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no follow through. Like if I, for example, was gonna even meet up with a friend and I saw they were like, I don't know, it's just like go talk. Like I hate in shows where it's like you go first and then the person says something and then you can't say what you want to say. I would still say it. Like I hate when they do that. It's such an annoying device. Like, oh no, like that one hug ruined everything. It's like go say something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel was just insecure. Like, they weren't really talking for a couple weeks. They both just weren't communicating with each other. So that's kind of why
Alright.
I feel.
That's where it
Okay,
came
that makes
from.
sense.
Yeah, okay.
I'm down with that.
But then look-
Ivan Soto is saying they were drunk as skunks, Vanessa Mateo. That's what he
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
all right.
They could be drunk. They still did it. It
They
doesn't
still
really
did it,
matter.
and they
They
still liked
still
it.
did it either way, but they still liked it.
Exactly.
But with Daniel and Noa, Lewis saves the day and tells Daniel, get over to the airport now. She's about to leave. So here comes Daniel and Lewis in his bakery truck all the way to the airport after Daniel tells Matea to go get Vanessa. But yeah, then the plane leaves. So
Did he buy
what's
a
gonna
ticket?
happen? He did. He
I
bought
think
tickets
Lewis
because
Oh my
bought that
god,
ticket.
Lewis
that
bought
hurts
the
my
ticket.
wallet.
Me too.
Lord.
But like, I had no idea what was going to happen because I was like, is Daniel going to hop on that flight? Are they going to go to Morocco together? Like, there were so many different possibilities. Like, we were talking yesterday, like, we love a good airport scene. Like, it's so dramatic when like someone's about to leave for the flight. And I was just really upset that we didn't get to see, and I know we're going to get into it, that we didn't see their proposal. Because I feel like we've been waiting all season for that, and we deserve to see a good proposal after the shitty proposal that happened the first episode when Daniel said no. So that's like my only complaint about that whole finale part of Daniel and Noa.
I'm still wondering if Noah is on the plane because you just see
Yeah.
the plane back out. It wouldn't surprise me if into the next season if she like never got on the plane. Like she came back and she's in the airport.
But didn't she
So-
sit on the plane though? 'Cause
She
read the
did.
90s.
She
Okay.
In her
did, but they
first
cut
class.
it. Yeah, first class. But the way they cut it, we just see the plane backing out the time
Right.
Lewis and Daniel get to the gate. So we still don't know if she's on the plane or not.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
how
And there
did
was
she
a
get
whole
off the
was,
plane?
We
she's
don't
probably a
know.
celebrity, right? Why is she also flying commercial? That's another question I have. But
Oh, private.
Was she
Yeah.
flying commercial? I didn't even pay attention.
yeah,
Oh,
she was
First class
commercial.
No.
commercial.
First, of course, yeah, she's still paying a buttload of money. But I wanted to ask you guys, wasn't there another scene about soup these last two episodes? There was something about soup again. There was a moment with soup, and I was like, this show is obsessed with soup. Like, I can't remember where it was, but there was definitely something with
Panera
soup again.
sponsors them. That's it.
No, I think you're right. I forgot though.
I think you're right too. I just can't recall. In the live chat, if you know, help us out.
Yeah, let us know when the soup happened.
What happened?
We can wrap up, but I quickly just wanted to say the show is canceled, right? There's no next season. Everyone's saying that. Obviously, they're really sad. And then people are saying the hug does mean romance sometimes, depends on how long it is. So that's for Colin and Miss
We
Noah.
definitely know Colin still loves Noah.
I've had some long hugs.
Yeah, long hugs mean something. And I'm hugging, I'm like, I could get butterflies. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
I've
Cute,
hugged some
Zach.
hosts here
Love
for a
that.
long. I've hugged some hosts, like Steph Sabra. Me and her hugged for a long time. I can guarantee
Steph.
me and her are not dating.
Well, not
So,
all
I don't
hugs
know
mean
about that.
something, but some
Well, I
of them
hope not.
do.
I'm dating Steph. I'm just kidding. I love that.
You just hug. You're just dating everyone you hug.
Yes.
Just we're dating a lot of people that we hug. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was our after show. This was a really fun conversation, I have to say. You guys are
It was.
awesome. But quickly, before we get into our news and gossip with Zach, Haley has a special segment where
Yes.
she talk about the cast members.
So obviously, Black Lives Matter has been a very big topic of discussion. One of our favorites, she plays the mom, Lisa Vidal.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say her name. I'm so sorry if I butchered it. She has been protesting with her family, and she also has been posting so much. So has Michelle. But Lisa has been to protests. I just couldn't find any on their Instagram to show you. But Michelle has been posting a lot, and she's been posting some funny stuff actually. So I would continue to follow them and check out their stuff because they will be sharing important information.
That's awesome. We really appreciate their support. But yeah, I say it's so great that the cast members are really supporting Black Lives Matter. And a lot of celebrities too on Instagram, they're really, really wanting to educate themselves and wanting to share their voice too if they are biracial or Black. So I think that's really great to hear their stories.
Yeah, and the
For
cast
sure.
has been not doing as much press to bring more awareness to Black Lives Matter.
Okay, that's awesome. Very cool. Thanks, Haley. All right, Zach, with our news and gossip. Unfortunately, right now we don't have a second season.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read the kind of official statement. Natalie Kelly, she plays Noah Hamilton, Hey everyone, this is a Baker and the Beauty update to announce we will not be continuing with ABC Network. We're thankful for the opportunity to tell the story, but don't despair. We are optimistic that the show will find a right home and we will get to make a season 2 on a platform more suitable for us, for the amazing fan base. Tell us why you want a season 2. She also puts on Twitter that she respects their decision and she, kind of wishes all the fans well and thanks them. And Lisa Vidal, she plays the mom. I was kind of looking for everyone's Twitter to see like what people's reactions were. Not everyone on the cast even commented, but Lisa Vidal, she was commenting on a lot of different fans saying she was very disappointed and very sad. So just because I think the message here is like, just because they're not going to be on ABC, it doesn't mean that the show is over.
It's not going to get picked up.
Yeah, there is other streaming platforms that maybe they could go on. Where do you guys kind of see the show going? Could there be a season 2 somewhere else?
Even if they streamed it somewhere, like on Hulu, I think that would be a good home for them
Hulu
too.
Show.
It's a perfect Hulu show.
It already does good on the actual platform.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, so we're hoping that it could get picked up somewhere because we need to see what happens between Daniel and Noa, Vanessa, Mateo, and the producer, Natalie and Amy. We have so many questions. So please,
we have so many questions.
For my mental health, I need the show to continue.
Yes, it was such a good escape. But honestly, like with ABC Under Fire, with Bachelor being very white, and then now with this show being a Latinx, I just have to say what maybe on some people's minds, like. Is it because it's a Latinx show and they're not bringing it back? Because there's shows like For Life had less viewers and that's being renewed. So you just have to really think.
I feel like a lot of shows, I feel like they only care about the ratings. So I mean, you said they did good on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like kind of confused. I hope it's not because they were Latin, because I feel like they did such a good job telling this story throughout the whole season.
Absolutely. I just had to bring it up because I saw that on Twitter as well, and people in the live chat, and I just wanted to read this really nice comment from Sam Vipone. I will miss everyone who reviews this show for the Baker and the Beauty because you guys are funny and awesome hosts for this show. That's a very nice send off.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna miss hosting with you guys too. The live chat. This was just a great show to have on Tuesdays in the afternoon. So I'm glad we finally got to do the finale, but we are out of time, unfortunately. Before we go though, go ahead and let everyone know where you're at, and then if you're on any other after shows, you can list what other ones you're on too. And we'll start with you, Zach.
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Zach Weinberg on Instagram and at It's Zachary Bish on Twitter. All of us here are active at AfterBuzz. I want to say that I usually only watch reality TV, like strictly reality TV, and this might have been the first show in so long where I actually followed through a whole season that's not reality, and I really enjoyed it in a long time. So I just want to say
_ Also, another great learning thing you can watch is Amir's Instagram. His Instagram is really nice.
Oh, Haley, you're so sweet. You're very supportive, and it's been so fun to host with you guys. You can follow me at AmirYas_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We have two great comments real quick. Billie Jean Girl is saying, if One Day at a Time can get another season in another network, so could this show. So that's hope. That's great. I love that. That's great. And then Jackie, they got good karma. They'll get a second season because they really, honestly, they didn't do the press. And that probably is one of the reasons they didn't get renewed. So I hope that they get a second season.
Yeah, us too. And then you can find me on Instagram at Chelsea Overrocker and on Twitter at Chelsea Overrocker. And on Sundays, I host Edition Days, which is the after show for Days of Our Lives. It was so great working with you guys. I'm gonna miss you, and hopefully we do get picked up for a second season so we can be back very soon. But yeah, you guys take care, and AfterBuzzers, go ahead and check out some other after shows that we have, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.